Hey guys, it is Mike with Become the Night. Welcome back to another reaction video. Oh, how many people were waiting for this one? I definitely was expecting them to exhaust a bunch more famous metal bands than Avenged Sevenfold before doing this one. Not to mention, I didn't expect them to show them to the kids. I figured it would have been to the adults or the teenagers or something. Let's get to it.
Avenged Sevenfold.
Okay. Maybe like hard rock, heavy, loud music.
Good guess, Tyler. My first thought was the title Avenged Sevenfold came from a Latin choir.
I need to start listening to more rock music, so then I'm like, oh yeah, I've heard of them.
That is the best advice you could have given yourself, Gabe. Yes, Gabe. Go listen to more rock and metal music. Go deepen your palate. I don't know what the fuck. Broaden your horizons. Yes, do that. Never mind that expletive I said in there. Oh, fucking this girl in her face again. Nothing ruins a good headbang like a frickin' sour face.
I don't know. No one's singing. It's just music.
Oh, this again. It's just music. You know. 'Cause it's music. Who would have known that music would have music in it? That's one thing I don't know if I clearly put out there or not in the react to the Metallica kids thingamajig. There is an absolute severe lack of instrumental music in the normal young person's diet nowadays. That shit need to change.
I kind of like it.
Of course you do, Sydney.
Really good beat. I liked
Hell
it
yeah.
up until the vocals.
And it's the thing. If there was one thing I could change about Avenged Sevenfold, it would be the singer. He is not a bad singer by any means, but God is he nasally. It kinda sounds like he is whining. You have this epic, ballsy, masterful, testosterone-filled, emotional, passionate, I might have already said passionate, I don't even know, awesome backing track behind you. And you're just sitting here, whining. Like, you remove so much of the balls from it when you do that. Again, I don't hate his vocals. As a matter of fact, I like them more the later they go on because he kind of refines it more. But, oh, man. Oh, well. Either way. Could be a lot worse.
Definitely, like, heavy metal.
As opposed to that other kind of metal. That light metal. We don't do that carbon fiber bullshit here, Sydney. We do the real deal.
Trying to know what they're saying.
You and me both.
Mumbling it.
We've already been through this, but yeah, I feel the same way. I can never understand what the hell he's talking about without some lyrics.
Oh, straight into the action. Starting off strong.
This song kicks so much ass. This was the second Avenged Sevenfold song I'd listened to. First one was Bat Country, which, you know, it's like, those are the first two that most people listen to. Holy crap, the intro to that song is so kick-ass. You got the Rev tearing it up in the background on the drums. You got the frickin' nasty guitar. It just has everything you want in a metal song. All right up front. You just start out the track like, hey, we're fucking here. In case you missed us, we are right here in front of your face.
Okay, I'm starting to like it.
Yes, and that's the thing too. It has a really kick-ass metal parts, but then actually, pauses. And then actually comes back with some very, I would say, emotional, melodic parts. I know it's really not the best way of describing it, but definitely more focused around melody than it is around rhythm. I think that's one of the many things that has launched Avenged Sevenfold into a worldwide, extremely well-known metal band. They know how to bring the frickin' metal when it's time for metal, but they also know how to make things that are actually appealing to listen to and can move you.
I like pop music.
Oh, God, no kidding. I know she's just a kid. But I am imagining she might very possibly grow up to be a certain canine entity of a simplistic variety. Just gonna put that out there.
Guitar. Ooh, that guitar.
If Sydney's all about the guitar but not so much about the metal, we need to get her some of like the shredderific dudes, like the Vi's and the Satrianis. We need to get her on there. Oh, we need to get her into some Dream Theater. If she wants a little bit less metal but a lot more shred, oh, let's get her some freaking Dream Theater. I'm gonna start the petition. Fine Brothers does exclusively Sydney reacts to Dream Theater.
Guitar is gonna like explode.
Yeah, Sinister Gates is ridiculous, man. When I first listened to their earlier stuff, I was kind of like, he's good. He's like really good, but like he's not like that good. And then as time has gone on, and I've also listened to much more of their catalog, I've been like, holy crap. The dude has the ability to really speak with his guitar. He's not just shredderific. I mean, some of his earlier stuff was a little more so. His later work, though, holy crap. Those solos are so good.
I don't really like this one.
Yeah, Afterlife's not one of my favorite ones either.
They kind of sound the same. More drumming and guitar.
The girl who likes pop music is gonna tell us how much Avenged Sevenfold sounds to self. Okay. It's alright, sweetheart. Hopefully you'll grow up and go through your like emo phase or something.
How come this genre of music I hear is always like negative?
That's a very interesting question. I am willing to go out on a limb and say 99.9% of metal songs out there are essentially negative. The most positive they get is either talking about having sex or talking about getting fucked up on something. It's kind of an interesting phenomenon. I mean, not every metal song needs to be in minor, and almost all of them are. And I mean, like, shit, I'm even guilty of this. There's something I'm working on, which is so close to being done. Something I'm working on right now where I actually do some metal-ish things in major, and it actually sounds pretty frickin' good. And it's not that I haven't heard it before, but even a lot of the metal songs that are in major typically aren't even that happy. I mean, I know I've listened to some things from like Dragon Force, but even then, I mean, like their major stuff and their happy stuff is just like random words they took from an anime generator and just shoved them in because, oh, these lyrics. Either way. Wouldn't be bad seeing some metal bands fucking smile every once in a while.
Music is just amazing. Really good guitar player. The lead guitar player is amazing.
He's like a young version of me. Just needed to get him to say, here's the thing every once in a while.
Oh, no.
Nightmare comes to life.
Yes, it does.
I never had that happen.
I shouldn't say it. I'm gonna say it. Nightmare that comes to life, you never had that happen. It's because you are the nightmare that comes to life. I'm not gonna put that in there, I can't. Hey, future Mike here. Had more whiskey than past Mike here, so some things went in.
It goes from metal to rock to metal to rock, and then I just like the rock parts.
It's alright. Might be stripping Jackson of his Squire status. And that's the thing, I don't know that I'd qualify any of those parts in the songs they've listened to so far as rock parts, if that makes any sense. I mean, there absolutely is some overlap, and I mean, metal does fall under the umbrella, the extremely broad umbrella of rock and roll. Something interesting to look deeper into. It's like, where do you draw the line?
Is this the same band?
This is like country music now.
I forget where I read it or where I heard it, but Avenged Sevenfold is supposed to be this generation's Metallica. From somebody said it. I don't know if I believe it or not. But if that's the case, and this is a country song, then seems like it would be right on track. Yeah, Avenged Sevenfold slower stuff I'm not so much a fan of. I don't know. I definitely think their strength is absolutely in their high energy, high passion stuff. And I think a large part of that too might be the fact that, again, I said I'm not a huge fan of the singer, and you're gonna rely a lot more on his voice to carry it when you make it quieter and simpler and kind of more open to the melody and the lyrics carrying the emotion. So in that sense, the bigger burden you put on the vocalist for Avenged Sevenfold, the less I'm going to be wanting to listen to it.
I like this one better because it's more mellow.
I don't really like this one a lot.
All right, I don't know what the fuck to say about this kid. Tyler was all into Metallica. All into it. When did he start liking slow shit? I don't know. I fucking thought I knew you, Tyler. What is this shit?
Sounds like the others.
It's funny she says that. If memory serves, this is the album where they got a good bit of backlash because they changed their sound significantly. If memory serves.
I don't think I'm gonna like any of the
the songs.
I don't think so either.
Gonna be too rock and roll.
This kind of sounds like Metallica.
Huh. Interesting you say that. Again, if memory serves, I've only listened to this song one time and I had to turn it off because I was extremely disappointed. If memory serves, it was this song and it was right when they released this album. Again, if memory serves. And my first thought was the song is called Hail to the King and it sounds like a really close ripoff of King Nothing by Metallica. And that's at the point where I was just like, yeah, I'm not listening anymore to this album.
I've given up on trying to understand them.
This is a sick solo.
To be honest, this is really not one of my favorite solos of his. It did have a decent amount of feel, but I don't know. When I'm coming for an Avenged Sevenfold solo, you have a certain expectation, and it just didn't rise to it. To give you an example, it's like when Metallica came out with the Black Album or Load and Reload. It's like that solo is good enough alone on its own merits, and it's cool, but I mean, by the same token, when you're coming for Avenged Sevenfold...
Wow, that's the best song I've heard.
Oh,
I
God.
can't understand it. This I like.
Yes!
This one's pretty good.
I love the shit out of this
Another
song.
guitar solo. I see those are very popular in this type of music.
Catch on quick.
I like all the background instruments.
Yes, the background instruments, as you call them, or instruments as they're colloquially known amongst musicians, are so well layered in this song. Oh my gosh. I already did this song on Song Suggestion Friday, so I'm not going to go into a whole lot of detail, but man, especially at that last chorus there, right before the outro. Oh, the layering, the timbre, just everything about that is just so right on. Not to mention the guitar solo in the stage is freaking wicked. I think there's more than one if I recall. I don't remember offhand. But yeah, Sinister Gates' lead work in this one is nuts. His lead work in this song is at that level where I was like, holy crap, I started to see like a top tier guitarist in you.
I like the music. I would listen to this.
Wow, that blows my mind.
What is with the guitarist, man?
Starts off so mellow. And
Sold
it
his
just,
soul
like,
to the devil,
escalates.
Sydney.
Like,
They're just too metal-like. I don't like the death, destruction.
And all right, too metal. Like I've seen you like some pretty metal shit, Jackson. But as far as the death destruction things, like okay, yes, I can understand how that can be overbearing and annoying and kind of depressing at times. Again, need to teach these kids about Dream Theater. Oh wait, did I already say that I want them to watch Dream Theater? Because it would be awesome to get them to watch Dream Theater. Dream Theater, Dream Theater, Dream Theater.
Oh, I love that. It was like peaceful, and then it was like heavy metal, peaceful, heavy metal. It just switched.
That, my friends, is what we refer to as dynamic. Now, dynamics in actual strict music terms refers to volume, but you can have a dynamic in multiple ways if you think about it in the terms of production. You can have your sound palette be dynamic, which they do from time to time, where it changes throughout the song. You can have the volume be dynamic, where it gets louder at some parts and quieter at others. You can have the time be dynamic, where it gets faster and slower, or it changes beats. Dynamic is so beautiful. This is not technically scientifically proven or whatever, but in my opinion, and thing I would love to absolutely prove is dynamic helps your song feel more alive. Makes it breathe.
So Avenged Sevenfold is one of the most popular metal bands of all time.
All right, I don't know if I buy that or not. Okay, reading here on the screen, sold over 8 million albums worldwide, has 2 records certified platinum in the US, and like, I don't know. It depends on how you define metal, I suppose. Depending on how you define metal and what you're grading popularity on, or fame, or being famous, maybe, but still kind of doubtful. They're a little young yet. Though I will say, if that statement is wrong, I can definitely see it being true in 10 years if they stay on this path. Because, I mean, depending on who you are, they've only had one legitimately bad album so far. And of course, there are those fucking naysayers. Fucking people that are like, oh, Avenged Sevenfold is not real metal. Oh, you listen to Killswitch Engage? Oh, Five Finger Death. It's all that American shit. As if America can't be fucking metal. Like, go fuck yourself, dude. These are typically the ones that think that real metal only comes from, like, Northern Europe. And, newsflash, The first metal band was a UK band, asshole. I'm sorry, I do not abide metal elitism. It's fucking annoying. Just like, you don't like real metal. I mean, first of all, who gives a fuck? I mean, yes, I am a music snob, and I think that some music is absolutely better than others, and I'll argue about it all day. But I mean, at the end of the day, if you're gonna argue about what's really metal and what's not, like, fuck off, dude. Fathers of modern metal, at least in my eyes, are Metallica. And if you have Metallica in your core somewhere, you're born out of some form of metal. So just like, pull your head out of your ass, please.
Their stage names are M. Shadows, Zaki Vengeance, Sinister Gates, Johnny Christ, and Brooks Wackerman.
And who else? And who the fuck else, Fine Brothers? Oh, okay, no, sorry, right down here, yeah, he has a little thing, the drummer, the Rev, passed away in his home. Yeah, way to give him a little fucking credit at the bottom that no one's gonna fucking read. Sorry, I'm not actually that pissed about it, but still, it's a little disrespectful. If not to the Rev, then absolutely to the fans, because if there's one person that people love about Avenged Sevenfold more than any of the others, is the fucking Rev, dude.
Why would you come up with those kinds of names? Do you really want to go by Brooks Wackerman for the rest of your life?
Actually, that last one, Brooks Wackerman, that's his real name too.
That was my favorite part of the video. All right, final thoughts. Of course, fucking FBE goes around and talks about like, oh, you know this musician died. Oh, do you know this musician died? Oh, do you know this musician died? And they just fucking skim over the Rev. Like, come on, dude. Otherwise, yeah, Avenged Sevenfold is a kick-ass band, and I hope they keep making kick-ass music. I do not like all of the stuff that they do, but I can respect what they do for sure. Anyways, those are my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you like what I do and you want to help me make better videos, you can go to my Patreon, link in the description. Or if you don't want to make a recurring monthly pledge, you can go to my merch store in the link below. You can also follow me on Facebook and Twitter at Become the Night. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next video. Rock on!